Welcome back, viewers. Here we are back at the Western Wilds, and things have been happening. We've sort of slept a bit and read some books and ate some canned soup, and before I knew it, it was June. Our grass is ready to harvest, so we best be getting onto that. I'm going to consider buying a grass dryer, and then our barley's ready to go, so things are happening. Hopefully we'll get enough money we're getting a really good turnover from that cotton, but at some stage I think we can turn it into even more money by buying a spinnery and then a tailor, as clothes sell for a fortune. I think if you hold on to them till April, it's like $30,000 a tonne, so that's when we start to make the real big money and expand this farm. But at the moment I'm happy just to plug along, but we've got this fantastic trailer, the TARDIS, and we'll go down here and we'll start this off, and then we'll go down to the store. I don't know whether we should buy at this stage. We might just, I don't know, what do you think, buy or lease? I don't know if we could use the money on something else. But if we could buy the grass dryer and turn this into hay, that'd be a great advantage. If we could get our cows started, and we could look at perhaps pig food manufacture, get everything set up. We could also look at buying another piece of land. You know, there's plenty of things we could do. We'll keep the barley for the chickens, take out that having to buy the feed option. But yeah, we'll more greenhouses. Some people might see them as the easy way, but hey, it is what it is. They're there, why not use them? So I'll get down to the end. I'll turn this guy around because he normally has a bit of trouble because I don't have the straightest edge. As I've said before, I'll probably straighten this edge up because you can paint ploughed ground on this map, which is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard. I think it's fantastic. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll get to try that. Yeah, buying some land down that way would be alright. Look at it all. There's tons of it down there. Might have to, should have gone a bit wider than that, I think. 6,000 on one pass. Come on, old girl, get around, get around. I don't like turning very much when you go on the tight turning circle. Last time I think we got about 220 from this field, so interesting to see if the rolling and that does increase the yield like they say. What they say, up to 30%, 130% yield or something. So we'll start that off. And so here we are again. We'll try that again. I hired one of the new class harvesters, but I must have got too big a header and it was only doing 2 miles an hour. So I've yeah, I then I got stuck on something. I don't know what's down there. Maybe there's something under the map or something, but we'll try this one out. So it cost us about 6 grand to make a mistake, but that's okay. We'll be able to sort all that out. So we'll clean it up with this, and then we'll put the worker in and check on our grass. And what's going on? Oh, thank God it actually works. Thought it wasn't going to work either. So this one's going well now. So I've gone for the higher capacity. Drop some straw so we can keep it for our animals, cows and pigs. But yeah, that was bizarre. The only thing I can think of is the header was too big, because I've tried those small class trailers. I actually put them in my mod of the week review because I thought they were a good variety and they were cheap, but obviously went too big a header. which wasn't that big. It was only about 20 something foot. this isn't going very fast either. But, get down here and move this ute, because you know what it's like. If ever you park anywhere, something will run into it. Murphy's Law. Interesting to see what happens here, because this is where it stopped instead of hit an object. It's like there was a collectible or something in the field. Okay, now if I line this up, it should be good to go. Okay, let's go check on our grass. Oh, there's a close-up view. Now this is working. He always leaves a bit down there near the poles, but other than that, everything's going along swimmingly. We don't need to sell anything at this stage. We could probably, when's the best sale time for olive oil? Let's have a look. Olive oil. We've got a bit of olive oil. Sunflower, sorry. 4,000, 4,000, 7,000 at the train yard. 7,400. What is it now? It's a terrible price in June. So if we wait till that goes up, that could go bonkers at the train yard. Well, yeah, well, we might run over to the farm. That's a fair bit of money there. I don't know where to put the pigs, whether to put the pigs in the main farm area here and stink up the place, or whether to put them out near the sheep, or put productions over here. So we've got all this land over here. We need to find something to put in. I reckon a pig pen will go good over here. It's a bit away from the tent. Although we do intend to buy a farmhouse at some stage. Oh, and we've still got a silo here that we need to get rid of. Might even actually do that right now, while everything's working away by itself. Oh, that was the right one. So remember the new way now. Demolish doesn't seem to really work anymore. And there we go, done. I think we'll put the house in the same place we had it. Yeah, we could put a couple of olive trees in, a few grapevines, maybe one of those hydroponic warehouses. Now that does work well, but we need a herbicide outlet for that. Anyway, I'm going to continue with these, and I'll be back when it's done, and I suppose we'll re-roll our field. We'll get Robert to do it, and pick up some straw. I'll see you then. Look forward to it. There we are, we've almost finished this field. Two trailer loads so far. Well, we'll get 3. Grass is coming along good. We'll go over and have a look in a second, but we've already emptied 200,000 litre load into the silo, and we're only halfway across the field. I think last time we were about here where we're level with now when the trailer filled up, so it would appear it has really, the fact that it was fertilised, I think we fertilised it the first time, but maybe it's that roller, but if you keep it up and fertilise, we might get 400 out of that. We might go close. And that's pretty good for that size field, 400,000. If we can do that twice a season, we'll have enough to, we won't need to worry about making more grass fields. Unless of course we want to bale up some silage, make silage in a pit. No, look at that. Trust that to run out just short. Oh well, doesn't matter. All good. We might eventually buy one of these harvesters just for our small fields. Don't know, we'll see how we go. It seems to be working alright. Or we could just keep leasing it for now, because we've only got one field, we only harvest once a season. It's only going to depreciate in value while it's sitting there. Come on. Okay. What's that on that edge of that field? Oh, a bit of lime. Jump back to the same one. Dickhead. That was it. So there's no extra money in driving this back to the dealership, so we'll jump out and send it back. Jump in our trailer and go and drop off our new barley. Check on our greenhouses. Just having a look at a couple of spots here where I could potentially put things. Took out a couple of trees, I could put some stuff there, although there's a telegraph pole. Move this out of the way. I have to move them forks too. Want to look into buying. sure what this is under. Well, there's a production. I can never find these things. Let's have another look. Don't think they're in here either. I'm looking for a little blue shed. There it is. We get that one for 10 grand. That one for 5 holds $500,000. That holds 2 million. 20 million. I think I need that much. This is a little pallet storage warehouse. I'm going to plonk that straight under there where that is. Look at that. That, my friends, is very cool. Now we need a specific trailer to get the stuff out, but that's okay. We'll end up buying a semi-trailer with a bit of luck. Get the bigger one. Might go over and see if our olive oil, our sunflower oil is full yet. It's coming along okay. A couple more crates and she'll be full. Well, we got 14,000. That's good money. Well, let's go and check on the, oh yeah, 39. Yeah, I don't think we'll make 400, but we'll at least get 3. And we can pick up the straw while Robert rolls this. I think we need another tractor. But yeah, anything in the second-hand bin? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, 100,000. That's a nice looking tractor. I like that baler too. Yeah, that's a beauty. 70 grand, 62% off. 28 months old for this tractor. That would be nice. It's pretty cool. We can get a front loader attachment too. Number plate. Although half the time it doesn't change. I haven't quite figured out. There's some sort of step that you got to do in the process to make it work, I think, which I'm not aware of. I'm going to buy that. Oh, can we do any motor side? Wheel setup, configuration. Oh, wow. How much does that add to the price? I like the green one. Wheel setup. Let's buy it. Bugger it. Might have to put off what we're doing for a little bit, but that's a nice looking tractor. Very nice indeed. Oh, she gets along. She's got plenty of oomph. Yeah, this is working out fantastic. Only got 41 grand. We'll have to put off the cows and pigs for a bit, but that's okay. making about 60 grand a day, I think. Got all that. I did have a look at the sunflower oil, how much you get, but I didn't look at when you get it. That was a bit silly. But I'll be able to kill two birds with one stone here. I'll be able to get Robert rolling this field over the other side there, so we can get ahead a bit. Probably should have put that building back into the trees a little bit. That's alright. Don't know if that's going to be the be all and end all of where it's going to live. It's just for the time being, just to save up our pallets until a convenient time. When I say convenient, I mean convenient to sell for the most money. So a few tractors struggle with this because it's quite heavy, but this one seems to be handling it okay. I'm not going to worry about wasting my time. It's not a waste of time, but those little bits of grass there. I don't know what's happened over on the edge there. But hey, we're not worried about that now, because we've got Robert on the job. I don't know if that's the maintenance. Must be the maintenance for the roller, it can't be. That's dropped a fair bit since I drove it from the shop. Let's hope it hasn't gone down that much. So we'll do this first line with Robert here. Another good thing on 22 is, see, if I had left that grass there like I have, that would eventually dry and turn into hay. And when you were doing your forage wagon, it wouldn't take two things at once, which it still doesn't do. So what would happen is you'd be doing grass, and then suddenly it'd either turn all of your grass into hay, or it'd turn all your hay into grass, like whatever, or it'd stop. You know, there was a few things that could happen, and sometimes you only had to have the smallest bit to either turn your trailer into something else, or for it to stop, and then you had to go and empty that, go and empty the grass, come back, pick up the hay, go and empty the hay, come back and start again on the grass. And yeah, with this it'll just I think it just ignores it, or it just makes it what the most thing in the back of the trailer is. If you understand what I'm saying, it used to be different. If you played previous versions, I don't know if 2019, but previous versions, yeah, if you hit one patch of something different, it caused problems, put it that way, just to make it easier. So yeah, so we've got that one. Don't own this land, we hope to own it soon enough. There we go, there's Robert on his way. Let's jump over into the big truck and see what's going on. 66, yeah, we should make 100. Just got to watch that Robert doesn't catch up, because I'd say he's going a bit faster. We can always check. No, he's actually going slower, so we might stay in front of him, or we should do. So we won't have to empty till the end. So we'll be back when it comes time to empty this and send it over to the straw. So here we are, folks. Robert's just about to finish using his Robert's roller and rolling the grass, which, as I mentioned before, takes us back to a 100% fertilised state. We'll just jump out and check that, but yeah, so you mow it and then you roll it straight away, and there seems to be no need to fertilise. Maybe it'll come around and need liming eventually after a couple of seasons, but yeah. So that's working out really good. So we'll get Robert squared away, and then we'll continue to pick up the straw on our barley field. And then I suppose we'll have to wait until we make some more money before we can do anything else, because I spent it all. But I did spend it on this beautiful tractor. Check that out, mate. Got all the bells and whistles. Fold this up. Now, I know the sheep have got plenty of feed because when I was doing the grass into the TARDIS, I dropped about 15,000 litres in there, so you gotta love these. You know, the little tractors are great and they're good to get you around the place and they're good to start off with because they're cheap, but you can't beat these. Now, this isn't a super big horsepower tractor, but yeah, the tractors that have got a bit more grunt, you can really tell the difference. Okay, let's flip over to this, start this off. And away we go. So there we have it, a couple of tunes. Well, we're finished off our hay. Head back to the farm. Everything's good. It's all good in the hood, as they say. Well, we got this truck here, 100 and something thousand. So that'll help with our pigs and our cows. Get them going early. Let's try to stop spending money, but we bought. We'll get some more. We're getting a good thing of equipment, you know, we could run the place more or less with what we've got, short of a harvester. That's okay, we'll swing this around here, park up the trailer. Yeah. Like these old silos, they fit in with the old farm theme and they hold everything. So they're great. Now you can go. I've never really gone for the big, flash, industrial, new equipment look. I suppose I do buy new equipment, but yeah. I think they should have a bigger second-hand range, and I think there also should be, the modders out there should make older stuff. I like the older stuff, the vintage stuff, you know, like, I'd like to do a let's play with a start from scratch with vintage stuff, sort of like Dagger Windows, you know, like where he starts on No Man's Land with the stuff and just really, really old stuff, like those really old tractors with a plough that ploughs 1 metre and stuff like that. So we'll find somewhere we'll park our trailer. Just think of driving around this farm. It's actually larger than you think. You know, there's quite a bit of room in here. If I removed a couple of trees, I could put a few production buildings in here. But like I said, I'm contemplating making a production area. Make it somewhere to drive to give us more to do. But we might do some maintenance on our tractor. Not as bad as I thought it'd be. So she's all ready to go again. So we'll take our sunflower oil over and put it in the pallet warehouse. I think it might only be next month. I'm not sure. I don't know, to be quite honest. There was 3 places where it sold fairly close to each other without being a big drop. Like the time you don't want to sell it when there's the big red drop right down to the bottom. But you'll see how easy this is to use if you haven't seen it before, which I'm sure you have. This is a new trailer I haven't really used. But yeah, empty them in there. Bang, 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 there goes 14,000 worth of sunflower oil into our new silo. We'll do a lap of the farm, park this back there. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of room. It's not too small. It's not as small as you first think. Once you place a few things down, it puts it into perspective. Like you'd think to start with, there's not much room here, but you know, I've got a bit placed down that particular end, and yeah, we could fit a house and a pig pen and all the rest in there still. Anyway, it's coming up to the end of the episode, so I hope as usual, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with another episode shortly, which will be episode 6. In the meantime, I'll catch you then. Stay safe. Bye.